Welcome to Palm Harbor Local, the podcast dedicated to building community and sharing inspiring stories from the heart of Palm Harbor. I'm your host, Donnie Hathaway, and today we are joined by Fred DeFelice, who is the owner and founder of a company called Water Science right here in Palm Harbor. Now, Palm Harbor Local is all about spotlighting individuals and businesses who are making a difference, overcoming challenges, and fostering connections right here in our hometown. If you are passionate about growing together, getting involved, and celebrating the people who are making Palm Harbor thrive, you're exactly where you need to be. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how Fred got his start in the plumbing business. We'll also talk about what triggered him to open up Water Science when he relocated here to Florida from Pennsylvania. And we'll also touch on the difference between a water softener and a no-salt water treatment system. Now, don't forget to connect with us on Instagram at Palm Harbor Local for behind-the-scenes highlights and join our weekly newsletter at palmharborlocal.com. Now, let's dive in and build community together. Fred, welcome to Palm Harbor Local.
Wow, it's so great to be here. Thank you so much.
I'm excited to chat with you and just learn more about your business and then your experience, like you were talking about, like you've done so many different things kind of throughout your career and stuff. Yep. So let's start there and go back to, you've been a plumber, like the plumbing has been in your family for quite some time?
I grew up in the family business. Started hanging around with my father when I was like 10 years old, on the jobs, helping him, learning. And it was just great. I wanted to be with him. And where was my father? He was always working. Mm-hmm. So that's what we did. And as I got older, and my brother's 3 years older than me, weekends and summer, we worked with my dad. And not only did we learn our plumbing trade, my dad was always building his own rental properties and things like that. Mm. So at 13 years old, I learned how to mix mortar cement for the bricklayers. Mm-hmm. And eventually I learned how to lay block and lay brick and trim out copper. I became a good trim carpenter besides. Mm-hmm. So I could put in doors, trim. Eventually I started making cabinets. Anything, I just had an interest in everything, you know. But my love really was the plumbing business. Because when you did a job, and it was amazing, we were tradesmen. We weren't just guys that installed pipes. So even though all our work was going to be covered over by sheetrock and plaster, when we were done, we could look at our job and all the pipes were straight. And the word plumber actually comes from plumb bob, because you would use a plumb bob to make sure everything is straight when you did your work.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
You know? Yeah. So you know, I tell people, you know, I have over 60 years in the industry. So you could say I've been in water most of my life, but somehow I'm always in hot water with my wife, you know. And people get a chuckle when I say that, but it's actually true.
Yeah.
I don't deny it. But we've been married 55 years, and, you know, I kind of got used to her, so I think I'll keep her.
Yeah. 55 years, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of work in itself.
Yep.
So what is it that you love about plumbing? That's a long time to be doing one profession, you know, so what kept you around? Yeah,
well, as I got older, my father taught us to be very observant, and it was amazing. All the very successful plumbing companies, eventually became home builders. So we moved, I sold my share of the business to my brother, and in 1973, we moved to the Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania. I started a plumbing business there. And I realized the area really did need a good custom home builder. So we did that. We became realtors, and we handled everything. You know, we sold them the lot. We built a home. Along with that, I was certified by the Department of Environmental Resources of Pennsylvania, and I actually issued the permits for you to put in a well and septic on your property. Mm. I did this in 2 different counties, and I did that for about 3 years. And this is where I really learned how fragile our environment is and how easily you can pollute it. Mm-hmm. And so with all that background, when we did come here to Florida, back in 2000, we were shocked by how bad our water was here. And everybody I talked to, I said, what's with this water, you know? And everybody said the same thing. You need to get a water softener. I didn't know anything about that. Our water in Pennsylvania was pristine. We had our own well. The water was always 45 degrees. You didn't need ice cubes. And this was unbelievable to me. So
in Pennsylvania, is it mostly, like, I guess where you were living, it's mostly well and septic up? And then
yeah, and it was a rural area. We were on 5 acres. And, you know, and then actually what happened in that area, they built communities for people that wanted to have weekend places.
Okay.
And one of the big places was the Hideout, was the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they would truck people in from New York and New Jersey, sell them the lots. Oh, yeah, there's going to be a swimming pool here and a lake here and a ski lift. And they would buy these lots back then for like $30,000.
Wow.
You know, it was unbelievable.
Wow.
And eventually people started building. And we were the first builder. We got a 5-star rating from the power company because we were doing insulation, and basically our homes were kind of passive solar, where we shaded the windows for the summer sun, but let the winter sun in to heat up the house.
Cool.
So we had that rating, and I've started to see it would take a year to build a house sometimes, and these were little boxes. So we were the first builder in the area to guarantee 90-day completion once the foundation was in.
Mm.
And we always missed that target. I mean, we always made that target.
Yeah.
So we were always inventive about everything, you know. We were the first builder to use precast concrete foundations. I mean, it goes on and on. We just were aware and we learned. And I got to give a lot of gratitude to the people that just found their way to me
Mm-hmm.
and the opportunities that presented themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even looking sometime, and an opportunity came to me.
Yeah.
And, you know, I give all that credit to God because I firmly believe if you do the right thing for people, it all comes around. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I totally agree with you.
yeah.
So you built homes up there, and then water was never an issue. Water
no,
quality was never an issue.
Yeah, the quality of water was great. Yeah.
So you come here, water quality is terrible. Like when we say terrible or it's bad, it's not good. Like can you give me some specifics about that? Like what is bad about it?
Oh, really the taste, and then the water softener. Again, I had no idea what that was, but I figured it out. And most people don't even know this. They think, as the same way I was almost led to believe, that a water softener purifies the water. A water softener does only one thing. It removes minerals that make water hard. We're blessed that we have healthy minerals in our water,
Mm-hmm.
but it makes the water hard. Soap doesn't lather, all of this stuff. So for every action, there is a reaction, right?
Mm-hmm.
A water softener now goes through a process where it removes the minerals. Well, you probably heard that a water softener has to backwash like every 4 days or something. And what it does, it takes that salt that you put in that big barrel, it becomes a salt brine, and that flushes and washes over what we call the media inside the tank. Well, now what's happening, it's called an ion exchange. The minerals are replaced with sodium. Well, now you have sodium in your water.
Mm-hmm.
And that slippery feeling you feel in the shower, a lot of that is the sodium.
Okay.
So now they don't want you to drink that. Step number 2, you need now reverse osmosis. You've probably seen that where you have a little faucet at the sink, and underneath is all these filters and a little tank. Well, nobody ever maintains those. Bacteria happens to grow in that tank, and people aren't aware.
Mm.
But the other problem, reverse osmosis water is very acidic. Once the minerals are out, it's so acidic and actually can make holes in copper.
Oh, wow.
So,
It's not good for the plumbing of the home.
right. In fact, you hear all the time people say, oh, I got water coming out through my floor, my slab.
Yeah.
It's known as a slab leak. And then many times you're spending, God knows, $5,000, $10,000 to repipe the whole house.
Yep.
Two things make pinholes in copper pipe. Sodium from a water softener, or the chloramine that the water company puts in our water. Chloramine is ammonia mixed with chlorine. And it's so acidic. I mean, it's so poisonous. So besides it can make pinholes in your copper pipe, when you're in the shower, your skin, your largest organ, absorbs that. And you're also breathing the vapors right into your lungs. Anybody listening to this podcast, I mean, they can look up online any of this stuff. It's all out there. Or actually get in touch with me and I'll send them the reports.
Yeah.
But it's all true. This is what happens.
Yeah.
So people don't even realize that California was the first state to ban the use of water softeners. And the main reason there, the areas where they ran into drought situations, these things waste so much water. The other thing, the effluent that came out of the backwash was allowed to just go on top of the ground, and now they're losing all their topsoil. So within a short period of time, five other states have done the same thing. So not only is it California, it's Wisconsin, Minnesota, Connecticut. Altogether it's 6 states.
Yeah.
I doubt it if they'll ever ban it in Florida because it's such a multi-billion-dollar industry.
In Florida.
You know?
I was thinking back to our house, like we, I think the previous owner, they had a water softener at some point. I don't think it was connected when we bought the home, but they had the container outside, and we noticed that we've replumbed our house, and one of the reasons we did that when we were moving a vanity in a bathroom, we had a pinhole leak in our copper pipe. It was just above the slab, and we had just gone through our house flooding from a toilet valve cracking.
Right.
So at that point, we saw another leak, and we're like, we're done with this. We don't want to go through another issue, another flood, or anything like that. So we replumbed the house. But that made me, I'm curious if that's how long they had the water softener for. Yeah. And if that water to the copper leak.
Yeah.
Because you could see it. I mean, it was little squirt of water.
And the other problem is they always use lightweight copper.
Right.
Many times, copper comes in 3 thicknesses, and it's M, L, and K. And type M is the thinnest. L is the more serviceable one, and type K. In fact, there is a place, I forget what state it was, all the piping had to be type K, extra thick because of the water.
It makes sense, but from the builder's perspective, they're probably looking for like the cheapest product. Yeah.
Yeah.
What can we get in here?
Yeah, so pretty much that's my story. But what happened, once I learned about California, because I wanted to know everything. And I talked to different people. I talked to one engineer. He was actually an aeronautical engineer, and he worked somewhat on some of the space programs, And so I started doing a lot of research, but mostly what I did was collect I put together some systems and tested in my own house. So we were the guinea pigs for all that. And over the years, and it took time, and I wasn't working on it every day because I had other things going on. And sooner or later, we got to the point where we were satisfied with what we had, and then we offered them for sale. And then, and even then, I mean, in the last 5 years, there have been many more improvements that came along. So today, we're right here in Palm Harbor, and we do all the design, assembly, and we manufacture several of the parts that go into our systems. So, for example, our whole house system, And if people go on my website, they'll see the Model 3000, which is our most popular size. Incidentally, we do make sizes starting from mobile homes all the way up to estate-size homes.
Mm-hmm.
And mainly a water softener is a one-size-fits-all. The way they get around to the bigger houses to make it work, they just have it backflush every day instead of every 4.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So the whole idea of whole house system is based on water flow, not so much water pressure, but the amount of gallons per minute that you're going to use all at one time at a maximum flow.
Yeah.
So if all of a sudden you got a big house and you got 3 people taking a shower at the same time, we have to calculate all that.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, our systems really are custom designed.
Yeah. So the, just like, I guess taking a step back and looking at the different options one person has for filtering out their water in some way, right? You have a water softener, you have like what you guys are offering, and then I've heard that like a whole house filtration system. Is that a water softener in itself, or?
No, water softener, they can never use the term filtration.
Okay.
Because it's not a filtration.
Not a filter. Okay.
Right. Yeah, but what we have is a whole house water filtration system,
Mm-hmm.
or a whole house water conditioning system.
Mm-hmm.
And what's great about our systems, for example, let's take the typical Florida home with our Model 3000. There's 2 tanks, 2 cylinders that stand about 48 inches tall, about 8 to 10 inches in diameter. And the first one, the water flows through that through a special mechanism through carbon that's made from coconut shell. So they take the coconut shell, turn that into carbon, then they do a catalytic process. It's the only thing that will remove chloramine. A regular carbon filter really comes from bituminous coal.
Mm-hmm.
They grind that up, and that works great on chlorine. It will not take out the ammonia.
Okay.
So we have the only thing now really that'll take out the ammonia or the chloramine.
Mm-hmm.
So once the water passes through that, it's safe to go through your plumbing. And it's safe for everything else because it removes so many different things. The second stage is a process where the minerals are staying in the water because they're healthy, get conditions so they don't leave scale. And it's a process that we've been using for the last 17 years. And all it does is take those minerals and put them into little crystals. When the minerals are separate and floating around in the water, that's when you get scale. So it converts them into a tiny little bead, and that lets the water run through the piping and everything without sticking or leaving scale.
Mm-hmm.
It's the thing that's really recommended for a tankless water heater. Tankless water heaters, if you don't have the right thing before the water gets to it, will actually scale up and can actually do damage to a tankless water heater.
Interesting. Okay.
So it covers so many bases that, and we're just so proud of it. And the idea is to get people to know, more people know.
Yeah.
So
How long did it take you to kind of develop this or create this system?
we believe it took over 5 years.
Yeah.
And like I say, we weren't working on it every day.
Right.
But it was always there in your mind. Let's look into this. Let's look into that. And like I say, I was fortunate the people that I've met along the way who were able to help.
Mm-hmm.
Being California was one of the first ones to really start getting involved in this technology. So they kind of plowed the way forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the space program.
Right. How does your system compare to like another whole home filtration system?
There are things you can buy online. From what we can determine, most of it, they all come from China.
Mm-hmm.
And we refuse to get anything like that So all our components are made in the USA, and of course everything we do right here. So yeah, you can buy systems on the market, but
Are they filtering out the same
well,
components?
they don't really ever claim the chloramine. They will claim chlorine.
Okay.
And
Because they're using that different.
yeah,
right?
but and water softeners you can buy dirt cheap because they all are made in China. But people really need to be educated on it all, and that was what my intention was originally. I had to tell people about this, you know. I had to warn them. And over the years, I've met with county commissioners. I've met with SwiftMud. That's the South Water District of Florida. And they weren't interested in what I had to tell them, you know. I was the first one out there talking about fluoride. And we did develop systems to remove fluoride. It's kind of expensive. And thank God now we're not worried about fluoride here in Florida.
Yeah, they eliminated that.
Yeah.
So it takes you 5 years to kind of build this system, and so once it's installed in the home, like you can drink water from the tap, like you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Investing is extremely important, but it can also be somewhat confusing with taxes, asset allocation, stocks, bonds, and funds. To know what to do with all this could be overwhelming. Jacob Wade is a financial coach and will work directly with you to put together a roadmap for your money, for life. Jacob has built a name for himself as a finance expert, and you can find his writings in places like Forbes Advisor, Money.com, Investopedia, and Time.com. But he has a passion for helping people create a clear and simple investment roadmap to buy back their time and retire with confidence. If you could use a financial coach on your team, then simply go to palmharborlocal.com/roadmap to book a call with Jacob today and see if hiring a financial coach could help you crush your 2025 goals. Don't wait to have that same feeling next year of not hitting your financial goals. Connect with Jacob today and let's make 2025 your best financial year yet.
Our whole house system carries a lifetime warranty that's transferable. People are always selling their homes and moving, right? So that gets transferred. I have many customers who insisted that we take the system with them to the new house.
Oh, okay.
So we take it away and reinstall it. And on our whole house system, there's no maintenance for 5 years. So you don't have to do anything.
Nothing. It's installed and that's it.
Yep. And all our systems are professionally installed. The other thing we have is the under sink system.
Okay.
You no longer need RO, reverse osmosis. So our system that we're using now, there's a whole laundry list of all the contaminants it removes. The pharmaceutical drugs, microplastic particles is a real big thing that people are learning about. All your bottled water is loaded with plastic particles, right? So we have 2 under sink systems. One, because we're maintaining the natural minerals, it provides a natural pH of above 8.5. And then we have a second one where we're adding an alkaline cartridge, which brings it up to 9.5. And it also makes the water hydrogen. So it's the greatest thing in the world. We do work with wellness chiropractors mainly, and they're always preaching about how toxins are building up in your body. They don't just go away.
Right.
So you got to be careful what you put in your body.
Yeah. So if someone has like the whole home filtration system that you guys have, do they need the under sink one as well?
We leave that as a choice, but most people want it.
Okay.
When you look at the list of the contaminants that it's...
So it does something different than what the whole home filtration system does.
Yeah, the whole home provides really good, safe water for everything.
Yeah, showering.
And you can, showering and, it's the best thing for your skin and your hair. And that's the first thing women tell us, how great their hair feels in their skin, you know, compared to a water softener. Or worse yet, compared to no treatment at all.
Yeah, right.
Then it's night and day.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about our story, and we love educating the people. We don't have salespeople. We're a family business. We do everything. I'm coming to your house. I'm going to test your water, and if you like what we show you, we'll set up a day to install it. We'll come. We're going to be in your house maybe 3 hours. And while we're there, we're going to flush your water heater. And that's a tip I want to give your listeners, too. People forget that they should flush their water heaters no matter what you have in a system. And it should really be done every year. Once our system's in, we're going to flush everything, flush all the pipes in the house, and then ask you to just flush your water heater in 3 months. And if you're not able to, we'll come and do it. And after that, you'd be surprised that water heater is always clean. Because people don't realize everything that accumulates in that water heater, when you're turning your shower on and you're running the hot water, the cold water pushes down into the tank and drives all the hot water up. And all that junk that's at the bottom of the tank is coming out in your faucet, in your shower head.
Yeah, interesting.
So, you think you're getting clean, but you're not.
Yeah, and so that's where you get like the buildup around the faucets, the shower head, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that goes away with this whole home system.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Are you seeing like any builders install this like in their homes to begin with? Or?
For their own personal use, they are. But these new big communities they're building, you can't break in and talk to those. Their main office may be in California or somewhere else.
Right.
But we have a great following with our customers always recommending us.
Yeah.
And that's what we like. We like to be recommended. We have a great presence now. My son-in-law has joined us, and he's doing all our IT stuff and Facebook stuff. And on our website, we have a whole big portfolio showing all of our happy customers with our system.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
so it only takes a couple hours to have it installed. How long do the systems last?
Well, our whole house system is lifetime warranty. So,
okay.
Yeah. If any part goes wrong, we supply the parts at no cost. There would just be a slight labor charge if we have to install something.
Sure.
Maintenance every 5 years. And, we have a system that tells us when that 5 years is up. And, in fact, this whole next week, I think we have about 12 of them that reach that 5-year mark now.
Cool.
So we're going back and taking care of that.
Yeah. What is that? What do you do for the maintenance on it?
What we do is we extract what's called media from both tanks, clean the tanks, and then replace everything with new media is what we call it. And while we're there, we're flushing your water heater again and doing anything else. And people. They're surprised that 5 years has gone by so quick.
Yeah.
But boy, it has. And we always test our system before we do it. But, 5-year mark, we need to change it.
Yeah. How long does it, are you able to, you come out to the house and you can test the water and get results right then and there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And basically, we found the easiest thing is a swimming pool tester. Rather than strips, it's the one that's liquid. And you could see the color. And people are amazed to find out there's 4 times more chlorine in their faucet than in their swimming pool.
Interesting.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
A commercial swimming pool needs 1 part per million of chlorine.
Yeah.
Your faucet has between 4 and 5 parts per million.
And that's because of the water company is
they have to
putting
put
it in there to clean it out.
Yeah. Twice a year, they take out the ammonia part, and they'll run for a couple of weeks strictly chlorine, and they put extra. And that's when you go in the bathroom and turn the faucet on and knock you over practically. But they have to do it.
Like the sulfur smell, like of coming out of a faucet? Or?
Sulfur smell, that's another issue. And even on city water, we have a couple of areas.
Yeah.
What happens is most of, like Tampa Bay, most of the water comes from the Hillsborough River and there's reservoirs
Okay.
here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But with Swift Mud, the electrical grid, they tell you they can pull electric from North Carolina, from here, from there.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing happens with water. There was a time when certain areas were running out of water, so they got together and they made it so that you're in trouble in yours, and we'll turn the valve and you'll get some of our water coming to you.
Mm-hmm.
So up in Pasco County, the one area particularly is, what is it? What's the ranch name of the Starkey Ranch?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes they pull water from a deep well, right, to augment their supply.
Okay.
And that's when they're getting sulfur.
Oh, okay.
Because you'll find well water, you got sulfur coming up.
Okay.
You got iron bacteria, you got all kinds of stuff.
So if you have a sulfur smell, it's because they're pulling from a
Somewhere
well
else, yeah.
somewhere. Because my wife has noticed that at our house.
Where do you live?
In Palm Harbor.
Okay. The only, well, I tell you, where do you notice it mostly? Does she ever say?
I think it might be like the bathroom
Sink?
faucets. Yeah.
Okay. What you're going to find is that your drain in that faucet,
Yeah.
in that sink, is loaded. And the easiest thing, pour some chlorine down there.
Yeah.
What actually happens when you turn the faucet on, the little bit of water that goes down just pushes that smell up. It's not coming from your water, it's coming from your
The drain.
So that's a good tip for your listeners right there.
Interesting.
And if you have the kind that you can take out and get rid of all the hair,
Yeah.
but the trap at the bottom is where it's loaded.
Okay.
If you're handy, you can take that apart,
Yeah.
clean it out. But you'd be surprised, that's where you're going to find it.
Interesting. So it's not the water itself,
Yep.
but okay.
Yeah. Now, first thing in the morning, if you want to take a glass and fill it up, take two. Fill one with hot and one with cold, and smell it. If you're not smelling it there, it's not in the water.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Interesting.
yeah.
So what do you see here in Pinellas County when you're testing water? Like, what are some of the harmful things that you're seeing a lot of?
Well, without doing an actual test, which can
You're
be
just
expensive.
testing for certain.
Yeah, we just really want you to see. Now, we do go by the water company's reports because they have to keep that accurate.
Okay.
The things, two things they cannot treat at the water plant. They cannot remove pharmaceutical drugs. They cannot remove microplastics. And they cannot remove forever chemicals. Well, right now, there's a whole big thing going on about that where government is getting involved with maybe imposing some restrictions or the water companies where they're going to have to deal with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because now everybody knows about it,
Yeah.
and before they didn't. So
how are the drugs and stuff like getting back to the water, right? So someone flushes it down the toilet.
flushes that, plus it passes through your body. Everything we do winds up in the water,
Yeah.
in our waterways.
Yeah. So the water's going back into the city or to the county.
Yeah, well, from the sewage treatment plant, right? Once they purify that, they have to put that somewhere,
Yeah.
and that goes in the river.
Yeah.
So,
And we're pulling water from the river.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, the water companies, all of the processes that they use, they're really doing the best that they can.
Yeah.
They're aerating the water. They're putting it through sand filters. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. But my opinion is that it's incumbent upon us, the homeowner, to take the water that they give us and then make it so it's good for us.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. If they could supply you the water that we're giving you with our systems, you wouldn't be able to buy it. You wouldn't be able to afford it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cheaper in the long run to take care of it at your own house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
it's crazy, and most people don't even know.
They don't know.
Don't even think twice about it.
Yeah, they don't know. I have people tell us, "Oh, yeah, my father told us we used to drink from the hose." When I was a kid, we drank from the hose too, but we didn't have to worry about anything back then.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my wife and I we've talked about getting some sort of filtration system for a long time, and have never really pulled the trigger. But I think I'll have you come out and
absolutely
take a look at our system.
And we are offering to your listeners, and what we've made every effort wherever we can, is to give people a trade-in. If they got a water softener, we'll give them $500 to help them get rid of that.
Oh, great.
And apply that to the cost of the work. We just need to see those go away.
Yeah.
And we're happy to do that. And generally people learn about us, and they want to get rid of. I mean, just imagine never having to buy another bag of salt or bottled water again. I have customers, no word to lie, spending $100 a month on bottled water. They just did it. They didn't think any further. I have to laugh, right? You go to 7-Eleven, I don't want to pick on any particular store, but you go to gas up your car, right? And while you're pumping the gas, you look over towards the front of the store, cases of bottled water out there in the sun.
Yeah.
Why would anybody go in there and buy that bottle of water? They take it from there and then put it in the ice cooler.
Yeah.
So
is this, do you fill up your glass bottles, or?
Oh yeah, we give our customers a couple of bottles like this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we like people to drink out of glass.
Yeah.
We actually buy these from IKEA.
Okay.
Yeah, they come with this little cork top, and they have bigger ones.
Yeah.
And then we supply them with a little cozy.
The sleeve, yeah.
It's good, heavy glass. You drop it from a high enough point, it'll break.
Yeah.
Even with this on there.
Yeah.
But people love having this, and we just encourage people get rid of plastic wherever you can. And and the other thing. In the beginning, we were talking mainly about protecting the environment. And I could see a guy, I'm telling you this, and you're saying to yourself, I'm one guy. How am I going to help the environment by doing this?
Yeah.
So instead, our approach now maybe is explaining how much less expensive it is in the long run.
Yeah.
Like I say, I had a guy showed me he was paying $100 a month on buying plastic bottles.
Yeah.
So in the long run, this is the best deal you can ever get.
Right. It's cheaper in the long run.
Right.
Buying plastic, as I'm drinking a plastic water bottle, is not healthy for you if you're trying to be.
And most bottled water is reverse osmosis.
Okay.
So when I come to your house, let's see what you're drinking. And we'll test that water. You'll be shocked to see how acidic it is. So, balancing the pH in your body now, I understand that you have different pH numbers throughout your body.
Yeah.
Your stomach is very acidic. Your blood has one thing. Your urine is another. So your body does regulate the pH. But you don't want to be starting out with everything that's so acidic.
Yeah.
And so that's about...
Yeah.
It's about our thoughts on the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, I like what you guys are doing. So, like I said, we'll have you come out to our house and take a look at our stuff. And but if someone's interested in doing the same thing, having you come out and test their water,
absolutely.
What's the best way?
There's like I say, there's no pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, it may sound nuts, but I don't care if I make the sale or not. You know, I just want if you like what we have, we'll do it. If you don't like us, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's not my loss. And and we're happy, and anyone can come and visit our facility. We're right off of Orange Street and Florida Avenue. It's a road that turns right over the trail. and there's a little industrial park back there, and we have a nice little setup.
Yeah.
And people are welcome to come and make an appointment, of course, and take a look at what we do. And the one thing we have a good supply of inventory, so that normally we're about a week turnaround.
Oh, great.
So we're not. You don't have to wait. We're not having to order it. We have it. And we're very careful with our quality control. And I got to tell you, my sons, they're so straight and narrow with everything. I never have to worry about anything with them, and we're just happy. It's part of my name. DeFelice Felice is happy, right?
Yeah.
So.
I love it. And your website is waterscience.us?
Waterscience.us. Okay. You can also find it on waterscienceus.com. And then I have several other domain names that we're just holding on to for future use.
Yeah.
And the other thing I should mention is that we are expanding our dealer program. So I do have a couple of dealers that are small. We're not looking to set the whole world on fire, but little by little, we want to offer this opportunity to the right people. Because that's the best way we can expand and get the information to more people.
Yeah.
And we always like to give a tip to young people out there, young men and women, considering maybe going to college and maybe winding up with a degree that's not going to get you a job and a ton of debt. Really start looking into the trades.
Yeah.
And who's the guy with dirty jobs? I forget his name.
Mike Rowe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He put together a foundation where helping people and
the trades.
Learning to get into the trades.
Yeah.
And I watched him do an interview with a young gal who became a welder. And she says they're easily making $200,000-$300,000 a year, a welder. Mm-hmm. That is probably the one trade now that's shortest of all. And think about it, all the bridges that have to be done, worked on and stuff like that.
So last week I had another plumber on, Blue Collar Home Services. No, is he? They do AC. He's not a plumbing. He does electrical and AC.
And AC.
But same conversation about the trades, right? Yeah. Like getting people. He's big on educating and helping people learn their craft and stuff. But the opportunity, the opportunity to have a great career in the trades is right there for anybody. Yep. And then you add on top of that, like being your own business owner and start your own company. And
over the years ago, way back, if you were a tradesman, you had all these trade secrets that you held to your vest. You didn't share them. Mm-hmm. In fact, when you were doing a certain part on the job, you told the helper to take a walk. Mm-hmm. You didn't want them to see. Mm-hmm. I had the opposite approach. I wanted to teach you everything. And I know for certain young guys that started out with me as helpers, 3 of them are still in business today. They started their own businesses.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
And I never held them back, And I think that's it. I have no problems with sharing my knowledge.
Yeah. That's the way it should be, right? It helps the next person, the next generation, all trying to get better.
Yeah. But my desire really is really to get more people to know how serious the situation is and how easy it is to correct it. Mm-hmm. We've really got this, everything is so fine-tuned now, and there have been advances that came along, and we've adapted them right away, So, we get all the reports. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a new, I don't know if I brought it, but there's it's the Healthy Drinking Water Affordability Act. This is something that just came in. And this is going to mainly deal with situations where people have their own wells.
Okay.
And I think what they're trying to do, and they're probably going to assist homeowners, is where they can put in the proven technologies to give them some good pure water. So I'm excited about this.
Yeah, it's good.
There's just so much. I love the fact that the fluoride is out and all of that stuff. You know, people think the fluoride is good, so I just the fluoride that's in our water, that's been in our water, isn't something that is a natural thing. It's a waste product from the aluminum industry.
Yeah.
It's so toxic, you cannot get a federal permit to bury it. You know, they always put stuff in 50-gallon drums and bury it in the ground.
Yeah.
You can't bury this in the ground. So somehow Alcoa spent millions of dollars with their scientists to prove to the government it was safe to put it in the water.
Yeah, crazy.
So think about it.
It's like a waste.
I have this waste product.
Yeah.
I can't get rid of it. I can't bury it. But you're going to buy it from me and put it in the water.
Yeah.
Boy, did I take care of my problem.
Yeah.
Well, what they proved, especially for young kids, it causes fluorosis, little brown spots on your teeth. So it's not a natural product.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing, most people are using Crest toothpaste, right? Look on the warning label and see what it says there. If you swallow a certain amount, call poison control immediately. So,
yeah, it's interesting.
thank God it's out.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
So,
Small improvements, right? Small wins.
right.
Yeah. Well, Fred, thanks for being here.
Oh, this was so great.
Yeah.
I just love the fact that you do this for our local people here in Palm Harbor. You know, there's something said about buying local. You know, our reputation, our word is our bond. My family is here. We're family. All my career, I've never had to worry about anything, you know. And I got to tell you, I firmly believe if you do what you love, you'll never work another day in your life.
Yep.
And I just love it. So here I am.
There you go.
So my phone number is 727-804-4562. And that comes right to me. That's my cell number. And, of course, the website is waterscience.us.
Yep.
And everything is on there. And feel free to email me, text me, any information you want. I could tell you where to find it. I have volumes in books of all the different things that came along. This whole essay on bottled water, for example. And it just goes on and on. It's all out there. But I'll save you a whole lot of trouble. I've done all the research.
Yeah. It's not good, so I should get rid of this, is what you're saying.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you, Fred. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yep. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Palm Harbor Local. We are incredibly grateful for our sponsors who make this show possible. So let's keep supporting these small businesses and keep building community together. Until next time, stay connected, stay involved, and let's keep making Palm Harbor an awesome place to live.